Didn't know the battle we go through life. We ask for chances fair. Chance to equal our stripe. Chance to do it there. We should win. But be by the code. Faith and honor held high. We should lose. Stand by the road. Cheers when it's go by. Day by day. We get better and better. We can't be beat.
Well, it's been a long time coming, everybody, and it has been a long bye week, and it has been just a long time in general. Nice to see you guys. Yes, we can see you through your screen. There's a million screens on this side, and we're all looking at you butt naked, touching yourselves right now. Ha ha! It's not April Fools, but got you fools. Welcome back. This is your boy, them dudes from NU. This your boy Lou House in the building. I'm going to let my other fellas introduce themselves.
Ron Rivera from the O.
Damn right.
Nico Avacqua from Greenfield, Massachusetts.
Woo woo. Damn right. Well, like I said, it's been a long time coming, but we're coming back strong, and we're coming back with a really, really good game, a really, really good Husker game, I would say. It is the Cornhuskers versus the Wildcats, Northwestern Wildcats, I believe is their name, right? If I remember correctly. Bada boom, bada bing. We got purple versus red, Cornhuskers versus Wildcats, Northwestern versus Nebraska. This is a pivotal game, I believe, to show if we're where we need to be in the average teams and below average teams. You know, when we beat Illinois, that show, okay, at least we're not the worst in the conference. But, you know, now it's like, we got to just show that we can be in the conference. So, you know, what we're going to start out with, everybody, we're going to start out here with talking about who we believe our breakout players are going to be, and then talk about some stats, and then talk about some people who aren't going to show up. So I'm going to let my buddies go first. Whoever wants to go first, go ahead, take it away. And we'll get the ball rolling on what we think is going to happen for breakout players. So who do you guys think your breakout players are going to be this week?
Yeah, I'll go. I know our whole fucking offense is all shot to shit with everyone getting injured, but they called it earlier this week. Coleman, I don't even know how to say his name, but
Way to steal my pick, asshole. Keep going, though, because I agree.
No, well, my bad, Nico, but
It's all good.
we're going to go with the homebred, hometown kid, Coleman. Let's see if he can get a couple touchdowns.
Well, who does he play for?
For the Huskers.
Oh, really?
Malachi.
Explosive player.
Fuck that guy's name up. My bad, Malachi. Cool freshman from Lincoln. So hopefully he has a game. Harburg steps up and knows how to fucking sling them correctly instead of overthrowing everyone like he normally has. So I think he's gonna do good. Hopefully he catches a touchdown, goes for like 50 yards. I want to say 100 receiving yards, but knowing the way our Huskers go, we'll probably get 50 receiving yards from him. But I haven't even studied the Wildcats because I know both of us are Northwestern and the Huskers are equally shitty. So we're just moving up from being worst to first or third or whatever. But
Right.
feel like we have the same record as everything. Going straight into my no-shows, I think the quarterback Ben Bryant, I don't know his name. Fucking Chuck Bryant, who cares? But hopefully he throws a couple picks.
So you're saying the Northwestern quarterback isn't going to show up.
Yeah.
But this Coleman kid is going to show up on Nebraska's side. Makia Coleman is his name, right? Malachi. Mortimus.
Coleman. George Foreman. Which I love.
George Foreman, you said? The fat boxer? He's out there at DB?
As much as I love our Abelardo Albano kicker, we gotta switch it up sometimes.
Yo, he lets you down big. You had Abelardo's cheesy waiting in the mail for you. I was gonna put it in a nice heat-sealed envelope for you to get sent to you, nice, cheesy, and melted when you opened it. It was a boo with his ass, right, all in the bag.
You know how they screw up your mail and they come like in a little sorry we ruined it? Some guy probably ate it and be like, sorry we ate it.
Right. Sorry I effed over your Albies. That's how it be sometimes. Okay. I think those are some pretty solid picks. I'll tell you what I think. I have done some studying on it. They got some weak spots, and I think I know why Matt Rule said what he said, because it may not have to take such crazy plays, but it should take. But anyway, Nico, you want to go or you want me to go?
I mean, you already. Go ahead.
Biggest fuck up of the night right there. Okay, so I think my breakout player is going to be my new boy, Nohamo Harburg, the quarterback. Actually, I got two breakout players for Nebraska. I got Anthony Grant if he plays, and I got Harburg. Now, people would ask me, why do I pick two people who I say run in a flat-ass offense that don't know how to throw the ball, that don't know how – well, he does know how to run. That is one thing. And let me tell you this right now. Northwestern's defense allows an average of 172 yards a game right now, which is right up Nebraska's alley. And you want to know what that tells me? Is either they got some pillow cushions on that D-line or they got some pillow cushions on that linebacking core. And either way, what needs to happen is Nebraska needs to tell their offensive linemen, go ahead, take this crown right here and put that shit right in the chest of those linemen and right in the chest of those linebackers. And I swear that hole is going to be opening up like the desert. So I don't think that is something that happens at the beginning of the game. But again, I think that that's something that can happen. So I think Harburg and Anthony Grant are going to show up for specifically the Huskers, and for the stat that they're going to show up in is going to be rushing yards. So I think that they can do another version of what they did the previous week and each get over 100 yards rushing easily, I believe, like having each over like 130, maybe even 140 because of the way this defense look and the way that they run that option. If they've had this long of a time to run and do things, I think that's the reason why Matt Rule called the playbook simple, is because it's just read and react. That, I mean, at the end of the day, when I was like, why would he call it simple? Is because it's simple plays? No, it's because the choice is simple. Either your option is going to be there or their option is going to be there. There aren't enough players on a defense to be able to confuse you that much. There aren't enough players on the defense to be able to confuse you that much. So that makes it again to where when the players are going through what they're going through with trying to stop the run game or trying to make it to where they can slow it down, or I guess keep it going, Nebraska can just keep it going, because again, it's just read and react. If they're like, oh, we're going to stop the quarterback, again, read, react, give it to your running back. If your quarterback is not getting stopped, tell them to keep going. If any of these options happen, what's going to open up is eventually he's going to be able to dump it to our boy, Fat Tony, as what I like to call him, and he's going to make it happen, Captain. So that's where I'm thinking this game is going off of looking at those stats. It's like, okay, let's start this game with read and react. From that point, let's gain a whole bunch of yards, and then I'm going to take me into my no-show. My no-show is going to be the whole Northwestern defense. I'm predicting by the end of the first quarter, they're going to be tired of being hit. Nebraska is finally going to be on the other end of handing pain to people instead of getting pained on. And I think that's one thing Matt Rule talked about in that speech that he gave, was like to not feel sorry for yourself and to, again, be the aggressor and not the aggressed on. So I think that's going to be a big change this week, and it could happen. Like, this is very doable for it to happen. So that's kind of how I'm feeling, is breakout players, Harburg and Grant, definitely. Rushing yards, definitely going to be over 200, 300, somewhere in that range. And then that Northwestern defense is going to be in for a long, painful day.
You think we're going to 21 them in the first?
No, I don't think it's going to be a high scoring affair. I don't think it's going to be high scoring. What I think is that Nebraska is just going to run them down. So I'm thinking, it's going to be a bunch of field goals type of situation because, Nebraska, I'm not going to say, Nebraska's going to figure out how to score in 10 days. Like, no, I'm not going to believe that. But I can say that they can get down the field in different ways in 10 days. So, they could at least change that. And due to changing that, again, that's going to make it to where that is going to open up a bunch of the playbook if they do it that way. That's just my opinion. So, Vaka, what you got for us?
I mean, you guys basically hit every name that I was going to say, but I think Fedoni is going to have a touchdown in this game. I like the connection that he has with Harburg, especially since they were roommates. So
you would think, you would think some stuff would pop off. So what stat specifically do you think, you said touchdown? He's obviously receiving. So you think he's going to make a difference on the scoreboard?
Well, I mean, honestly, I think we're going to kill them, but I think both of you are right. I think Harburg is going to have 100 yards rushing. I don't know about Anthony Grant. Definitely more confident in Malachi Coleman and Harburg the whole game. I think Malachi Coleman's ready to have a full breakout game instead of just being punched in and punched out every so often.
But I've never even heard of this kid, so I can't wait to see him on the field.
He does some explosive stuff out there.
I must not be watching the games at the time he gets in or something. I don't know. Maybe that's the reasoning behind it. But yeah, I mean, I think Fedone is also set for tight ends. It always takes a little bit of time to get them going. So you just have to be willing to, play the long game as a tight end and be willing to block the first 6 games. And then people will just stop remembering you're there and just say, oh, he's an extra lineman, and then that's your chance. Once they believe you're an extra lineman, you just have to eat at that moment. So, yeah, I agree with that. So, okay, you got your stat is going to be touchdown, Fedone for breakout player. Who do you think is not going to show up then?
Honestly, I think it's going to be our kicker again. I think we're going to kill him, but I think our kicker is...
Damn it, Nico. Damn it. Because you want to know why? That's what I was thinking, too. That's why I was like, I'm not going to say that they're going to... I ain't said my score yet. People are going to be like, oh, you talked all that. They're going to... See, you could have 200-300 yards rushing and only score 6 points.
Right, yeah.
Now, I feel like Nebraska is a team to do that shit. And then you just have to ask, can they stop Northwestern from scoring 9 points? Because I think that their offense is like that. So if you can already get a sense of where my score is going to be when we make predictions, do you
think he's going to miss the extra points or field goals?
No, I think it's going to be field. I think extra points are pretty go-to for him. He's good on those. It's the field goals because he ain't missed no long field goals. He's missing field goals that are at awkward angles, which means he had practice just kicking straight the whole damn time. Oh, look, I can kick 50 yards straight down the pipe. Well, unfortunately, jackass, that's not how the defense and that other head coach is going to set you up always.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, no, I agree with that, Nico. I feel like that out of all of these things that Nebraska is going to do to prepare, I think we're going to see the same old story that these niggas forgot to do one damn thing. Oh, well, we got the offense defense ran, but we forgot the special team.
Yeah.
You're muted,
I
Ron.
agree with that for sure, yeah, man.
Always ruining a damn video, Rivera. But get in your body double, Antonio Banderas, damn it. You're still muted. Priceless. Okay. There you go. Bada boom, bada bing.
Shit about our kicker. He has not made a 40-yard field goal yet.
Disturbing.
He has attempts, but he hasn't made any.
I bet he's not. So, again, where did you say he was from? You said he's like a soccer phenom or some shit like that, right? Huh?
Ryan Kellogg's alma mater.
Hilarious. Shout out Mr. Kellogg. He be giving out them frosted flake to them hoes. Anyway, Yeah, I again, that's where I'm thinking this is it's going to be a heartbreaker. So we're going to get into that next, everybody. We're going to talk about this a little bit deeper, and we're going to talk about why we think, there's going to be some good, bad, and ugly. And again, the bad and the ugly is what we're going to kind of focus on here. So stay tuned. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I know you guys probably hear that 1,000 times, but you better, because it's Halloween and I will be in your closet tonight. Do you hear me? Picture seeing all that nose hair breathing over your face at night in your bed. Okay? That's enough. And I'm going to have dry ass boogers. You're going to feel that. That's going to wake you. It's going to pop you right in your pop. Oh, shit. What was that? And it's just going to be me and my booger hairs all over your face.
Ron, what's happening right now?
What is happening? Huh? Right. So, subscribe. Stay tuned. We're going to get back in. We're going to talk about some risky shit, all right? Welcome back, everybody. We're coming back hot from the break. And let me tell you, we're going to get into some persuasive talking here. We hope the right people are listening right now, because we need big changes out of this offense. So, follow the rules, and listen to what the hell we got to tell you. Because I'm telling you right now, Nebraska is like the Dallas Cowboys of college football. And what I mean by that is they always forget something back in the hotel room. They always forget like an offensive player, forget like a defensive player, or like a kicker don't show up or some shit like that, and everyone got to relocate. Some weird shit like that is going to happen, to where like you should have been ready for that by the time you get to this point in the season. But you know what? I'll wait to get into mine. And let's talk. Who wants to talk about, what they think needs to change for this win to happen against Northwestern?
Here, I'll go.
Do you think?
Most importantly, while we're playing the state of Illinois again, hopefully we're undefeated at the end. I think we'll win. I don't know what Lewis thinks, but I think it'll be a high-scoring game. One thing we're going to have to do to get that high scoring is limit turnovers. I know we ended Illinois, we won, but we gave up the ball 3 straight times. So can't have that happen. But knowing us, we're going to at least turn it over twice. So hopefully we can limit Harburg throwing. Maybe he threw a pick, but hopefully there's no picks. And something about the fumbling game is what we always happen to. We seem to be doing good, and then just at one point just fumbles, and then there's where we panic and then start giving the game away. So if we can limit it down, if we can win the turnover battle and limit it to like 1 or 2 on our end, hopefully none, but more chances to score, and then just make it overall a good game for us.
Yeah, we got to fix the turnovers, and then we're still the most predictable running team, except for Harburg.
Well, that's the only thing we do good is running. So it's like, fuck, that's the only thing we got to prepare to stop.
I mean, honestly, I think it's less predictable when Harburg runs on the play. It's depending,
because a lot of their shit is a scripted run with him. He don't have just like break out of pass play runs. Not very much.
Not very much. But like, we also need to stop running on like 3rd and or 2nd and 9 and 3rd and 5.
But that's the same thing when you don't have like crazy stars on your team. Like that's the safe shit you have to do. Like that's just smart football to do it like that, because like any other way, it's either going to be a turnover or a turnover on downs. Shit you don't want. At least with that, fuck it, you get tackled and don't get the first, at least you get the punted away. But go ahead, sorry.
I'd rather risk a pass play because I feel like we would just fumble it.
I would not. Shit. I feel like, fuck, if anything that we do not want to risk is passing the ball.
Coleman's going to have a good game.
What position does he play?
Receiver.
Receiver. He's a wide receiver.
And y'all expect him to have a breakout game?
Yeah. I mean, we had no good breakout games with the
If any receiver, I would say Kemp or him. So I don't know. Like I said, I've never seen him play that much. I guess
he's going to be better than Kemp.
You think so? I feel like this is the game to get them going. They're going to need to. Well, are you done, Nico? I was going to say I can get into mine.
Yeah, no. I mean, that's really because the turnovers have to stop. That's
they do.
Key number one.
But it's funny enough, it's usually the offense turning over the ball. And that's the bad part. And I feel like how you stop that is you have to keep the players engaged. Because I feel like that's our two biggest things is one, we're not engaged the whole game, and then two, we shoot ourselves in the foot. So like what I mean by like not engaged in the game is like when we have certain plays that should be touchdowns, they're like just first downs. And when we have plays that should have been first downs, they're just a few yards. So it's like we need to make sure that, again, like Matt Rule was saying in his speech, when we go out there on that field, we're the aggressors. When we're the aggressors and we put the hurt on people instead of just playing football, like we're there to put hurt on people, like that makes a difference. And then also motion. That's, again, another way to keep the skill players engaged because you can't tell all the skill players to block like the linemen or the running backs and stuff like that. So how you tell them to stay engaged is you're motioning and, telling them to keep their eyes on the defense and how they're motioning when they're running across the field or when they step across the receiver that's on the line of scrimmage or whatever. Again, all of those things are keys to what you're going to be doing, that next series or even that next play. So, those are things where, you just try and keep people visualizing and seeing and I'm trying to think of the word right now. I'm brain farting it right now. But pretty much just keep your eyes open and report what you see. If you see it, report it. And they analyze it fast, I believe, because they've done it in previous games. And get those players, again, aggressive. Because I think he was totally right against Michigan. He was like, you guys gave up. Once it hit 14-28, you guys looked like a bunch of pillows out there, and you should have got more pissed off. So you should be pissed off for the rest of the season from that ass whooping. And for anyone to put up that many points on you, that's like all the games combined in one game that they scored those points previous to that game. That's fucking embarrassing. So
not allow it again.
Right. You shouldn't. So again, the way that you, I guess, keep them aware of it is, like I said, keep them engaged. Make the linemen and the running backs the aggressors. Let's run plays where they're the aggressors. Receivers, motion, sweeping. Keep them engaged and shit. Make them the aggressors on the field. Have people chasing them. Don't have them running with anybody. That's the key thing. If your receivers are running with people, the defense is doing good. I'll put it to you like that. You don't ever want your receivers to be step, stride, and stride with the fucking corner. If you see some shit like that happen and they've either stolen your playbook or you just fucking suck as a coach. So that's one. That's the keep engaged part. The shooting yourself in a damn foot part. Who the hell told Matt Rule that they changed the goddamn carrier's license in Nebraska? Is it Nebraska or Omaha? It's an open carry state. And I guess Matt Rule just likes to take guns in the fucking football stadiums now and just shoot. Hey guys, line up. I got 110 bullets here in my pocket. I'm going to shoot each one of you little fucks in the foot. And that's exactly what the hell this guy does. Is he does this to his players because he lets them forget the tiny shit. Like, not fucking jumping off sides, not fucking doing false starts, not getting in skirmishes with fucking players because they say something quote unquote offensive to you and shit like that. Like, dude, you got a whole damn near 60 seconds you can fuck somebody up in football legally. You could kill someone within that 60 seconds. You see DeMar Hamlin, look, perfect example. Within that 60 seconds, that nigga died. No one talked about who the fuck hit him in that situation, correct? Right. Right. They only talked about what? He died. That nigga didn't just drop dead from fucking walking on the damn field. No. What did he just get done doing? Being in a damn contact play. And then he dropped dead after being in a contact play. So again, no one blamed the guy who hit DeMar Hamlin. What did they say? Well, he knew what he was signing up for. Right. Exactly. So that's the way fucking Nebraska needs to take this shit, is you got to know what the hell you're signing up for, and you got to go out there and not be the person, again, shooting your team in the foot. You got to remind them of this shit. Like, come on, guys. This is what we're practicing. We're going off of this action. We're going off of this motion defense. Again, look at the ball. Like, seriously, that's one of the oldest rules in football, in my opinion. Is the defensive rule to do what, Ron? Watch the football. Don't look at the player. Don't key on players and shit like that, because when you do that, what happens? You get lost in the sauce. Oh shit, he motioning this way. Oh shit, he doing that. Blah blah blah. No, just watch the football. Why? That's what everyone focused on anyway. It's worked back in 1922 and it's gonna work in 2020 million. Because again, everybody's focused on the same thing. So again, just these things are not to shoot yourself in the foot. Focus on the fucking football and make sure that you focus on what the hell you're being taught, just basics. Don't jump off sides. Don't fucking get in arguments that you don't need to, and play the fucking playbook and be the aggressor. Simple shit. So, I mean, it may sound impossible because he's already told them they're losers. So you're talking about, okay, you shouldn't say that to people who are on the brink of suicide, because that whole team might be on that shit by now. Second off, you're 500. You're 500 and you were shit, literally 12 months ago. So, I mean, you gotta, okay, guys, we made mistakes. I like that part where he's like, we gotta be the aggressors and not the aggressed on. But then when you come on and say all your players are losers, how do you expect them to react to that? Be pissed off and want to run into who? They're gonna want to run into you. That's just me. I would have came out encouraging them, like, look, if y'all would have came out the same way I came out against Illinois, against Michigan, you would have I ain't going to say you would have won the game, you would have put up more points. So, again, just using that as an example, come into Northwestern, be the aggressors. Come in like you did at Illinois, be the aggressors. And, I ain't saying it's going to be a blowout, but again, it's going to make it to where they control how it can end up if they can, again, be the aggressors and not the aggressed on. So with that, let's get into score predictions. This is going to be our final chance before this game starts, fellas, to talk about what we think this is going to be. And I'm just going to go out on a limb and I'm going to tell you mine right now. I think this is going to be a low-scoring affair. I think Nebraska's defense is going to have some good black shirt moments here. And I think it's going to be a 12-7 game. I think Northwestern has the ability to score at least one touchdown on our defense. And it could either be like the last play of the game, like, where they're like running like a 5 or 7 minute offense and they score a touchdown and they got to hurry up and get the ball again and they just fall flat at that. That kind of scenario, or like they score really fast and we kind of figure out their offense is vanilla like ours and we just got to play rough and tough defense. So, and then I think our defense, like I said, is going to get us more points, and I think our special team is going to get us a point. So I think our offense is going to score once. I think our defense is going to get us a safety, and then I think our special teams is going to get us a field goal. So that's where I'm getting the 12-7 score from. So that's my score prediction. You guys go ahead while I ponder on this odd-ass number I just chose.
12-7?
Yep.
Damn, I got, you're all going to hate me. I got 31-17.
Who? Damn it, Ron, didn't we just go over this like 2 weeks ago? When the fuck have the Huskers scored over 20 points in a damn game, man?
Illinois.
Right, against Illinois, Ron.
Yeah, so we got Northwestern, Northern Illinois. Going back to that, we scored 35.
We just seen them go up against the shitty defense. Illinois had a shitty defense, right?
And so does Northwestern.
And what do we do against that shitty defense?
Has to stop being an excuse in football.
Well, no, it's not an excuse. That's the proof, though, Nico. It's like, what did they do against the shitty defense? That defense literally was handing them fucking touchdowns. And they couldn't execute scoring the touchdown.
You can still win a football game with a shitty defense.
Yeah, we're going to come back, turn things around. And
well, no, that's what I'm saying. Because Northwestern could still win this game with that shitty defense that they have. Nebraska is the one that has a good defense. Nebraska has a good defense. So if Northwestern...
I'm aware of that.
Right. If Northwestern comes out and does some crazy shit against us and we can't stop it, then that might be pulling, the wool back from over our fucking eyes at what the hell we're dealing with at defense. Because I think our defense, like I said, can hold them to one touchdown. I don't even think they can score twice on us because they are running even more bland offense than we're running. And they're barely winning their games that they win. We're at least, taking some notches when we win our game. So... But we ain't scoring no 31 damn points, Ron. Hell no. I don't know what the hell you putting your pipe and smoking. But shit, I want you to airmail that shit to me so I can start saying some hallucinogenic shit like that.
Back to it and be can we score? Are you going to come back to it when we do the post game thinking we scored 10 points or whatever you said?
12.
Same difference.
We'll place a bet on that shit and put my house on it. So 31-17 is what the hell you're going with.
Huskers.
Lord have mercy. Okay, Babakwa, go ahead.
Going to be 28-10 Huskers.
Damn, dude. What team is this? Are y'all watching UNO or some shit like that? What football team are y'all watching right now?
Dude, I don't see us getting 12 points if you think Harburg and Grant are each going to have 100 yards. Like, that would just mean we're total jackasses on the field.
That's my point.
No, we're going to kill Northwestern, dude.
We can't score in the red zone unless it's a fucking break open play. We run vanilla ass plays, so it ain't like we tricking people and just failing at the damn trick. It's like I was thinking previous to the recording of this to making my breakout players the receiver, Kemp. Because I was like, this will be a nice game for him to get some screen plays, get some motions, get open, get some good run play handoffs from Harburg, from the option, shit like that. This could be a good game for him to get over 100 yards doing something actually and make it worth the transfer. But then I thought about it and I was like, he already said the playbook is simple. And then once I took that negative and I tried to flip it into a positive, what's the easiest thing you can do on a football field? Run. Literally, that's the easiest thing you could do is run. Like, passing is like the hardest shit ever in football until they like changed the ball and changed the weight of it and shit. And no matter at any fucking part of football, you could always run. So it's like, if that's how simplistic you're going to get, then the only thing that you're asking them to do that's difficult is read and react to the fucking players, which should be easy because I think Northwestern runs like a 5-2 fucking defense or some weird shit, or 4-4 or some weird bullshit like that.
I'll find out what they run tomorrow.
Right. We'll see. But yeah, prove me wrong on that. It's some weird ass defense. I know that. And it not weird in the sense that like it'll be foreign to stop us, but weird in the sense like we should really eat it up. We should have barbecue chicken all over these guys. No homo. So, yep, and we're canceled right there. Anyway, that's interesting that you guys think Nebraska is going to score over 21 points because I don't think that that's something that they have the luxury of worrying about. I think they have to worry about just scoring in general at this point.
The line is crazy.
The line, what? The betting line or the offensive line?
The
betting line.
What is it?
Over under is 41.
Under. Take the under.
And
100%.
And Nebraska is minus 11.5.
You know what? I would be the crazy one and say that and watch this game be like 21-20 and it was like a field goal that fucking decided the game, or 17-20 or some shit like that. But I ain't gonna change my score. I already said 12-7. Fuck, I already just said Nebraska's gonna score 2 times on special teams and on offense, and then the defense is gonna be so good they're gonna get a safety. Man, I must be on that on Elk Creek water for real this episode. Man, because yeah, I don't know. Again, this is me being optimistic talking like this with the score. Like, that's actually a good game against Northwestern, 12-7. It was like our defense was stout and our offense thought of different ways to score. And our defense helped us out.
We have a tough time with Northwestern.
Say that again, what?
For some reason, we always have a tough time against Northwestern.
Because we always don't show up. Like I said, we like the Cowboys of the damn Big Ten and the college football. We always forget something in the damn hotel, like our special teams playbook, or a defensive player, or our offensive playbook. And then, we end up acting like we got to fucking draw it out in our hands and tell them some shit we wrote on our hands as play. Yeah, I got Palm M38. Right. Like, Coach, I don't know what the fuck that is. Just run it, damn it. Your scholarship's on the line. We got transfers every day. No, you don't. No, you don't. So, yeah, you guys are delusional. Like I said, whatever drugs you're taking, I'm going to need those airmail to me. Airdrop. Do you airdrop?
No.
Airdrop that shit to me because I needs it. So, yeah. I think that's a good point. I think everyone is going to enjoy the game. Go watch the game. When is it? A noon or late night? Which
2:30.
one? 2:30?
3:30 Eastern time.
Okay, so we got a late afternoon game. Late afternoon, right before dinner time. The game will be wrapped up around dinner time. I think Nebraska's going to be hungry. I think they're going to want to get out of Northwestern and come back and get some of those glazed up bacon corns or whatever the hell they have at the fair that I didn't get to go
game.
to. Huh?
It's a home game.
Oh, it's a home game too?
At the anniversary of the stadium.
Oh, yeah, it is the 55th, right?
What?
Hilarious.
It's the 55th? Maybe?
55th what?
55th anniversary of the damn stadium.
100.
Motherfucking 100th.
Oh,
Like, we're
sorry.
doing 55.
Sorry. I'm thinking about other stuff that's 55. I don't know. Maybe that's like a lucky number. I need to go do the lottery. Hold on, guys. No. Okay, so it's, 100-year dedication. Dude, yeah, that's a great Nebraska score for 100 years, 12-7. I think that was like their fucking thing back in the day, was having shitty scores like that. So why not sell out game to a fucked up ass score like that? I bet, huh? Everybody in there stabbing each other in the gut. God damn it, they better not score. Let go of your balloon, damn it. Oh wait, we can't do it anymore. Boo. That's how they should celebrate. Is they should write FU on the balloons instead of NU and send that shit so when it drop in those farmer fields, they just cleaning up a whole bunch of FUs the whole damn day. I'm going to come up with biodegradable balloons and sell them to Nebraska. You heard it here first, everybody. Them dudes talking NU coming up with those I'm coming up with those paper mache balloons for Nebraska. Setting your house on fire nearby the stadium near you. So anyway, I think we're it for this, guys. I think we're done. Everybody say their goodbyes. You got anybody you want to shout out?
Shout out.
No.
Shout out Omaha.
Shout out that dude Jeff Assback Sims. Hey dude, I'm voting for you to get on the field at this point, my dude. Like I said, 2-quarterback system. Do your thing. Anyway, this is them dudes talking in you. We're coming at you. Make sure you hit up the game Saturday, 2:30 Central Time, 3:30 Eastern Time. It's a home game. 100th year anniversary. Shitty ass score. Whole bunch of running. Whole bunch of tape and shit like that. Matt Rule might punch a kid. Who knows? Who knows what the fuck might happen during this? But guess what? We're going to talk about it right after the game for the post-game episode of this Northwestern game. So make sure you hit that subscribe button so you get that notification when we put that out. Make sure you follow us on air because we drop the episodes on air first just because they let us know what's hot and what's not. Make sure you keep following us. Make sure you watch our podcast playlist if you haven't seen the other episodes. This is them dudes talking in you, and we're signing out on you. Come on.